Mr. Chairman, so good to see you back in Boao.
Great pleasure to see you again, to have this interview with you.
It's wonderful to have this reunion. Now, something very dear to your heart. The United Nations Security Council just adopted a resolution regarding an immediate ceasefire in Gaza. You've been emphasizing on the humanitarian situation there. Tell me about your immediate response.
I was relieved when there was a news that this Security Council resolution was adopted by United States abstaining. That was a good, that was the most urgently necessary and needed one. But at the same time, I was a bit confused and angry why the Israeli government criticized the United States for not having boycotted it. I understand that this was the third try by the members of the Security Council. First, the United States vetoed it. Second, it was vetoed by Russia and other countries. Then it was the only third time, too late. Tens of thousands of people have been, have suffered from this. Billions of people are suffering from lack of food and water and basic humanitarian needs. Therefore, there is no time to lose. They must take into action. That's what I have been urging all the times. I was a Secretary General when the first Gaza crisis happened in December 2008 and expanding into January. I immediately flew to the region. First, I met Prime Minister Netanyahu at the time, and I met President of the Palestine, and I met most of the Middle Eastern leaders.
Yes.
I've been shuttling from country to country, and 4 countries in a day, negotiating with them immediate and urgently ceasefire. I was able to draw ceasefire after just a few days of my diplomatic effort. This time it took so long time. Billions of people are suffering. I know that the United Nations is very much limited in providing necessary humanitarian assistance. Therefore, I'm urging the countries of the world provide all necessary humanitarian assistance. First, save lives of all these people who are not responsible for this crisis. Yeah.
Mr. Chairman, Asia plays a critical role in this very complex and ever-evolving world. As the chairman of Boao Forum for Asia, I'm sure you have a lot of thoughts about that. How is that likely to help build a community of shared future?
There are many important countries and strong and big countries in Asia who have really benefited and who have risen to global powers. China is a very important example of how leadership makes changes in their effort to make the country and the people stronger and richer and wealthier now. Then India is following up. Of course, my own country, Korea, is one of the OECD members. Therefore, the countries such like China should take a leadership role. Already, Chinese President Xi Jinping has declared in 2015 and later the Global Initiative for Development, Global Initiative for Civilization, and also Security Initiative. Those are all 3 important initiatives because when there is no security, you cannot engage in economic development. Without peace, you cannot do anything. Therefore, all these 3 are interconnected. Therefore, this is a very far-reaching vision. I hope that China, as one of the responsible members of the United Nations and the Security Council permanent members, should exert their efforts to do much more, not only in in Middle East, in other parts, like the war in Ukraine.
One hotspot after another, isn't it? Especially when you see half of the world's population going through their national elections. There are a lot of unpredictabilities, to say the least, leading up to the end of this year. Mr. Chairman, your thoughts as the chairman of Boao Forum for Asia, which is trying to create opportunities out of challenges.
Boao Forum is now celebrating 24th anniversary. It has been really helping a lot. Meeting with the global leaders, business leaders, and also academicians working together. Boao Forum can really help progress in terms of political security and economic development and social integration. I think Boao Forum for Asia has contributed a lot, but nobody can be satisfied with what we have been doing, because we are now witnessing unprecedented danger and security concerns here and there, everywhere. Therefore, I urge the war between Russia and Ukraine must stop immediately. And the countries in the Middle East should really exert their efforts much more, so that people in Gaza and Palestinians and Israel can live side by side in peace and security.
My final question for you, Mr. Secretary General, Mr. Chairman. I know you have been putting your whole heart, together with your wife, into the development of the young people. What do you think, for all the unpredictabilities, fragmentations, new technologies, what kind of qualities are crucial for the younger generation? Advice you can provide? That's my final question.
This morning, my first program during this Boao Forum for Asia was meeting with youth leaders. I told them that you are soon going to be the leaders of tomorrow. But some young people are already taking leadership role. So I told them that with the global citizenship, you must do whatever you can, your all wisdom and expertise and your experience for keeping global peace and security and development and human rights. Then I told them that have a global vision as a global citizen, and you should also have passion and compassion. If you have only passion as a young people, you may not know where you are going. When compassion is accompanying your passion, then you can really be truly a global citizen. The world is waiting for you, and already you are a global leaders now. So do exactly as a global citizen with passion and compassion. And I even urge them, you may challenge your leaders. Challenge your leaders, tell them that please make sure that this world is sustainable, politically and security-wise and economically. That's the political leaders of political responsibility, and youth, young people have now moral responsibility to make sure that current leaders make this world sustainable.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman. What a pleasure to see you once again.
Thank you very much.